everyone, welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. So Nathan and I today are going to kind of go a little farther into the pipe tobacco rolling that we were doing last week. And we're going to actually give you our thoughts on a blend that we've smoked both in a pipe and in a cigarette. And we're going to kind of give you the thoughts of the cigarette version of it and do little comparisons.
Yeah.
So today we're going to do Gawith and Hoggarth's Kendal Gold, which basically is a straight bright Virginia. That's really all it is. It is a shag cut. It comes in bulk. You can get it at Smoking Pipes and some other places. It's made in the United Kingdom, which we all know. The strength on this is a moderate. The taste on this is moderate. And then we'll talk about some other things as well. So first of all, let's talk about the tin note on this. And, you know, we're going to treat this, even though we're smoking it in a cigarette form.
Yeah.
We're going to treat it like we do it in a pipe because basically it's pipe tobacco.
Yeah, it is pipe tobacco. We have smoked this in a pipe as well.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So tin note on this one.
Just your basic Virginia smell. This doesn't have the Lakeland essence in it. This is just your basic Virginia smell. A little bit of breadiness, a lot of grassiness, some good natural scent that I like about straight Virginia blends.
When I smell this, it kind of gives me the thought of like a barn. What a barn would smell like.
Yeah, like a hay barn or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a slight sweetness. There's a lot of grassy, earthy, a little touch of spice.
Yeah.
I don't get a lot of citrus in this one.
No. I lose almost all of the lemony, citrusy flavors.
Yeah.
That sometimes are associated with bright Virginias, but that could be because of topping.
Maybe a little woodiness in there, you know. But basically, it's pretty much a straight ahead bright Virginia. Is what it is. So let's get into this one and kind of do it. So like we said, we're going to smoke it today in our cigarette form. We've smoked it in a pipe several times.
I have, yeah.
Well, I've too. Now, we talked about the convenience of having this in a cigarette form. And basically, I only use it when I'm at work. If I would take a break, you know, little smoke break, I got a 10-minute, 15-minute smoke here.
Yeah.
Or when I'm traveling in the truck.
Yeah.
That's the only way I'll use this. Otherwise, I'll just grab one of my pipes and do it. So here we go. All right, taste. What do you get?
This is just your basic Virginia flavor. This is very, very one note, but not in a bad way. This is a light, very, it's a tobacco flavor, but it's more along the lines of what I would think of as a fresh tobacco kind of flavor. Like they just dried it, they just cut it, they just got it done and it's packaged and they sent it out. No age, no nothing. This is a very juvenile flavor is the only way that I can explain it. It's not complicated, very one note, but very bright, very light, very easy to smoke.
Get a little bit of tartness, get a little bit of a citrus hit, a lemony citrus. There's a neat kind of sweetness in this. Definitely getting the grassy, earthy kind of thing there, a little floral behind it. I like it better in this form than I do in the pipe.
I have preferred it better like this than in the pipe because the problem I have with the pipe is this shag cut burns hot.
Yeah.
And it delivers a bite. It will sting the tip of your tongue if you puff too hard. If you remember, we couldn't smoke it in a pipe. It went way too fast. There was too much airflow. There's too much draw, too much heat, too much everything. just like this. To me, this is where it belongs in my rotation, is as a constant supply of roll your own.
A little bit of spice there, but it's really nice. It's really sweet. And
Really soft.
nothing, yeah, it's not heavy. It's light. It's not overwhelming.
It is an all day, you can roll your own smoke all day, every day.
Absolutely. This is I like it like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, it's so much easier. And like we said, with the convenience of the drive on these things, roll 5 or 6 of them. If you've got a 5-hour, 6-hour, 7-hour drive for vacation or work or whatever, like if you're like, I am in my truck all the time for work. So in between stops, I'll pull over. I'll probably have a puff or two. What I used to do with my pipe, I'd pull over and puff or two. Like this, I can sit every 2 hours, have a full smoke, be done in 10, 15 minutes. And it's so much better like this.
What's your experience with like smoking this really hard in a cigarette form? Does it burn? Does it get hot?
The only thing I've noticed is if I burn it too fast and too hot, I'll get a little singe on my lip from the heat of the ember reaching the end of the filter.
Interesting.
That's it. I've burnt this as hot as I can. Like I have tried to smoke it as hard as I can. It works better in a cigarette to me.
Yeah. I really like it. So a lot of guys were commenting on the last video that another good one to try would be that shag cut. What is that? Penny farthing? Is it penny farthing or? Yeah, penny farthing. That's what we smoked in that
slow
smoke competition. Yeah,
back in 2019.
Yeah, and that was the last time. That was the first time and last time I ever had that.
Yep, me too.
And I don't know. Maybe I need to
revisit
that.
So I think the biggest problem that we had with the penny farthing was the heat, was keeping it alive.
Yeah.
I mean, that slow smoke, I don't think anybody lasted more than an hour and 12 minutes. It was because it was too hot. It burnt too fast. It was dry. Maybe it would do well. I am hesitant to, because I have to invest $15 on a tin of a product that I know I didn't like.
Well, and that one doesn't come in bulk, does it? C&D just does
only in a tin.
Yeah. Now, C&D, I say C&D makes it. It's GLP is what it is, right? Yeah, it has some hints of kind of a cigarette-y taste.
It does.
A little bit.
It does.
But what I like about this is that, yeah, you can smoke this all day long. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's monotone.
Very much so.
There's not a whole lot of complexity to this, guys. But if you're just wanting a quick smoke that has some characteristics of a good smoke of a pipe,
yeah,
and you like Virginias, this is nice.
To me, with this product, the difference between the taste from the pipe to the cigarette, there is no difference. The pipe tasted the same. The only difference is the delivery method and how it is smoked and how it changes the heat of the smoke.
Yeah.
The heat in the cigarette form is dissipated.
Well, and that's because there's a smaller cherry there.
Yeah.
You know?
And it goes out instead of being concentrated in. It's out to the world instead of being contained inside of a briar.
Interesting. What do you think about the room note on this?
Oh, I mean, it's a tolerable room note. This is a smoker's room note. I do know that I have smoked these in my house at a gaming session with friends and stuff like that. And they'll smoke cigarettes, and I'll smoke my roll your owns just for convenience. And I can tell the difference. My smoke, to me, smells better as a room note than theirs does. So, but it's a tolerable room note. I wouldn't quite say pleasant still. It is still a smoker's one note room note.
You know, I can say as the cigarette is burning down a little bit, that the smoke is getting closer to my nose, and I'm getting a little bit of a nose burn.
Yeah.
But it's not terrible.
No. It's that, I think I would say that's the thing that I worry most about these roll your owns. And also, since it is pipe tobacco, It's not as dry. It stays lit longer, and if you have flyaways, sometimes embers will wander if you're not watching.
Yeah.
But other than that, this is a quality product. I have refound my love for it in these roll your owns.
Yeah. That might be a thing for people to try tobaccos that you weren't crazy about in a pipe. Try them in a roll your own and see how that might change it.
Yeah.
Because this definitely tastes better to me. Now, I'm not a big Virginia smoker. So, to find a Virginia that I like is really pushing it.
Yeah.
But this is doable.
Yeah.
Whereas in a pipe, I probably wouldn't come back to that.
No, and I didn't. When I first bought it, it was a Gawith and Hoggarth product, so I was like, oh wow, one that I can get my hands on pretty easy.
Yeah.
It was bulk, so it was cost effective, and it was a Virginia blend, to me it hit all the qualifications to be a good smoke. I smoked it. It wasn't beating some of my other easily available Virginia forward smokes that were also meeting the same qualifications. It wasn't holding weight to those things.
I just got a really nice hit of citrus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of smell it coming through on the room note.
Yeah.
But and I found my love for it in these roll your owns because those other ones don't roll well. This does. This rolls well almost every time.
So how much does an ounce of this cost? So 1 ounce is $5.52. Of course, as you buy more, it gets a little cheaper. An 8-ounce bag is $36, which will last you for a long, long time if all you do is smoke it in this form.
It does. I mean, this jar held comfortably 4 ounces, and it's lasted me a month and a half, and I've rolled quite a few.
So the vintage cut, the only difference is that it's in a ribbon.
Yeah, it's not in a shag.
Instead of a shag. Yeah. Yeah. I like this a lot. What do you think about the moisture content on this? Because I think the moisture on this is slightly moist.
Yeah, so that was the thing. For a pipe, I think it's good to go. For the roll your owns, that's why I lay it out and let it sit. While I'm smoking one, I'll pick up some and roll another one. And, get my rolls together for the next day that I'm going to need. Because I think, it could use a little dryness. Right now, it's good to go. But
it's getting a little sweeter down at the end, too.
Yeah, it does get a little more concentrated.
Yeah. Nice. What do you think about the nick hit on this?
It's present, but it's not overwhelming. It's moderate to medium. Yeah. This could be one where you're satisfied after having a smoke. You're going to be fine going for it again in an hour or two if you're a frequent smoker.
Yeah, this is nice. I'm glad that you brought this up and we tried it in this form because I tell you, I didn't like it in a pipe.
No, I didn't either. I mean, it wasn't bad. It just didn't do what I wanted it to do when I had all these other Virginia options that were available. It trumps all the other Virginia options as a roll your own. And because I'm starting this roll your own thing, this is my number one go-to. I fill the jar up every month.
Yeah, and guys, again, I'm not saying that I'm switching over to this. This is just a supplement.
This is a convenience thing to get the smoke in when you need the smoke, when you can't have the time to sit. And it really is, to me, it is only a replacement for those times when I don't want to lose a pipe, I don't want to break a pipe, I can't sit and smoke a whole pipe right now. This is the only time it really belongs in my rotation.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'll walk around with a pipe in my mouth like Popeye.
Kendal Gold, Gawith and Hoggarth, guys, this is a good little cigarette smoke. This is a good 10-minute break.
Yeah.
15-minute break smoke. Good in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Good for your break at work.
Good. Me, it's good for the deer lease.
Yeah.
It's fantastic for the deer lease.
Yep. And I'm starting to get the hang of rolling these where they're more enjoyable. There's no loose packing
Yeah.
in there or anything.
There's no dry spots where where it just blows in and you get smoke of paper and tar
Yeah,
or anything. Yeah.
Well, I'm down to the very end.
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
Yeah, I already went through mine.
Yeah. Yeah, hey guys, Kendal Gold, good little cigarette.
Yeah.
Cigarette pipe smoke.
Fantastic little blend. And you know, I got the idea again from that Chicago Pipe Show with what were the Italian guys?
Oh, the Pascucci's from Fiamma di Re.
Fiamma.
Yeah.
Fiamma di Re. Yeah. The son, that's what he did.
With pipe tobacco?
Yep, he was rolling.
Oh.
He was rolling, and he would keep rolling because he was doing the same thing. Every now and then, he couldn't step away from the table for too long to have a smoke, so he would step outside and go roll. So I was like, I need to pick that up again.
Interesting. Okay. Well, guys, this is what we have for you this week. I mean, you know, thank you for those of you that sent your thoughts about other tobaccos that would probably work.
I'm gonna try that penny farthing because it's not so inexpensive that I just worry about it. I remember we got sick that day.
Keep sending us your ideas, though. We want to hear from you. We want to share your thoughts with everyone else as well.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this, and I hope that if you try it, you enjoy it as well. Guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget,
make all your piping moments count.
We'll see you next time, and have a great week.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.